Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. Ever since I got my brand new camera, which at the time of this video is the Panasonic G85, I've been shooting a lot more 4K footage. However, that leads into the whole debate of whether or not you really need 4K and whether or not 1080p is enough. And so it's actually a mixed answer on that. So in general, I really feel that you don't need 4K right now as a content creator. And the reason why I say that is most people still don't have a 4K television, nor do they have a 4K monitor. And more important than all of that is the majority of people watch most of their content on their smartphones. And if you've actually watched your content on your smartphone, comparing 1080p to 4K footage, there's really not that much difference. But if you are thinking about the future, then you definitely do need to learn how to do 4K footage, or do it to where you still get high quality, but it doesn't take up a lot of space. And that's the biggest problem with 4K, is that it takes up so much space, and it also takes up a lot of processing power to actually edit the video and produce it. So let me give you an example. Like this video I'm shooting now, it was probably going to be about 5 minutes for the video, okay? And in 1080p, that might be anywhere from 1.5 to 2 gigs. But in 4K, that might be 3 to 4 gigs in file size. And that's the original size. And then if I actually produce the video as well, that's another 4 to 5 gigs as well. So for one particular piece of content, all in 4K, it will be about 10 gigs. So that takes up a ton of space. And the processing time is normally double what it would take with a 1080p. Now, what I do, and a lot of video content creators do, is we actually shoot all our footage in 4K. This is actually being shot in 4K right now. However, whenever we produce the video to actually put on YouTube, we do it in 1080p. So that way you're still getting an ultra high resolution, and even though you're going down to 1080p, the resolution is still going to be great. And also the file size is a lot smaller and more manageable when you upload it to YouTube. And since you already originally shot this in 4K, then if you ever need to go ahead and do a 4K version of this in the future, then you still have the original 4K content. So that's what a lot of people do. So in general, if you are a content creator, I do recommend that if you have a camera, then do it in 4K in terms of the actual original footage. Produce it in 1080p so that you still get a small file size and it takes less time to process. And then later on, maybe you might decide to do everything in 4K, okay, if you have the actual space and also the processing power to do this all the time. So those are my thoughts on 1080p versus 4K. I really don't think one is better than the other. You actually have to do a mixture of both. And so if you had any thoughts on 1080p versus 4K as a person who actually creates content, or maybe you just watching the content itself, what are your thoughts on that? Leave all of that in the comments area below. And as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Gold Content Creators Group, where you'll get access to 30 videos plus additional content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators Group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to GeekOutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.